Hi everyone, I'm Doc RB, your high-risk pregnancy OB. So kanina nag-post ako at may mga nag-comment. Ang post ko ay mas maraming nakikinig sa mga non-medical influencers at mga GCs kesa sa mga doktor when it comes to health issues. So ito yung comment na nag-stand out sa akin and I'm going to talk about my reaction. So sabi niya, hindi kasi in-explain ng ibang doctors yung totoong side effects. I'm sorry if this happened to you, pero by law and by training, we are actually, we should be explaining about the side effects, risks and benefits ng mga medical and surgical management na gagawin namin sa inyo at dapat merong mga waivers and well-informed consent kung kami ay mag-administer ng medical and surgical management. No? So dapat meron talaga yon. Pangalawa, nalaman pa daw sa iba and na-fact check sa totoo, kaya nagkakaroon ng mistrust. Trust should be built between the doctor and the patient, kaya nagkakaroon ng doctor-patient relationship. So that includes also building rapport. Kung hindi nyo pinagkakatiwalaan yung doctor na tumingin sa inyo, it's better to seek second, third, and fourth opinion. Pero mas maganda kung may hindi kayo naiintindihan, to better discuss it with your doctor para maipaliwanag sa inyo ng maayos kung ano yung management, therapeutic plan na gagawin sa inyo kesa sa kikimkimin nyo at eventually magkakaroon kayo ng mistrust kasi may narinig kayong ibang bagay tungkol sa management ninyo. Di ba mas maganda yon kesa sa mag-jump into conclusion or kaya magko-consult tayo kay Google na wala namang kayong personal relationship, no? So, kung hindi kayo agree sa management plan ng doctor ninyo, then you don't discuss it with them. And should you want to fact check, I think it is also a must to see those who are expert who have managed yung mga may katulad yung medical conditions. So, sabi din niya, may like in the case of antibiotics, that can destroy yung gut microbiome. Kaya siya ay nag-take ng probiotics na sa iba niya pa pala nalaman. So, intake of antibiotics can temporarily decrease the population of your gut microbiome. But your gut microbiome is like your fingerprint. Iba-iba siya sa bawat tao. And a generalized intake of probiotic is not a big help. Kasi, in fact, hindi pa nga siya nakakatulong, nade-delay niya pa yung pag-grow ng inyong gut microbiome dahil ibang population ng bacteria ang nag-grow, which eventually natitake over naman ng gut microbiome nyo. And mataas yung evidence into taking ng mga prebiotics, which are the good stuff, nutrient stuff, proper health, green leafy vegetables, fruits, no, mga healthy, nutrients-dense food, kesa taking ng probiotics. Basta-basta, without proper guidance. So ngayon, alam nyo na, ha? Kung may hindi kayo alam, magtanong lang po and tandaan, ligtas ang may tama.